What's up guys, it's Flash, back with some more charts, another video. Friday, February 7th, about 5:45 p.m. Eastern. Just a chill Friday night, look at the charts, kind of see them as I see them. We're gonna look at Bitcoin, MicroStrategy. We're gonna look at MicroStrategy denominated in Bitcoin. And we're gonna look at MSTY, because I think that could also give us some hints here. But what do we see off the bat? You know, we see bull flag. You know, just see some consolidations as we hopefully go up, right? So here's our Bitcoin rainbow wave. So I'm kind of like I'm trying to see the bigger picture here, especially with Bitcoin. Like when we think about the next, 5 years, right? Sure, we can have a great run up, but then I am expecting us to kind of continue to follow the power law. It has an R squared of 0.95. Like that's an incredible correlation. I think that's the word. I don't know, but so I'm thinking like average price of Bitcoin, like for the next 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I don't know if we can see this. Let me brighten it up here. Like I'm thinking this line is it's gonna oscillate over this line, I think, right? So generally speaking, if this is gonna play out, right? See if we can get some more data here. Sometimes it doesn't like to load all the way. All right, it's not. So generally speaking, like I'm gonna be DCAing into Bitcoin. I'm gonna be acquiring the hardest money, the soundest money known to mankind, right? I think that generally that's I think my strategy. And so you can talk about things of how can we acquire more. You could look at MicroStrategy, you could look at MSTY. Depends if you want, growth or if you want income. But I'm thinking like, this is the bigger picture, right? So I also had on here, this banana parabola. We'll see if this continues to play. Doesn't necessarily have to, but the next 5 years, I'm kind of just buzz, beep, 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 acquire. And I think that could be a good strategy. It's hard money. It's probably a good thing to have on hand. Just my Friday night rant for the night. Okay, now let's look at MSTR. And here's my view of MSTR, like assuming Bitcoin maybe follows up the banana, up the parabola. I mean, I think per the Marty Candle's model, I'm trusting that thing. That thing is spot on. MicroStrategist, look it up if you haven't seen it. 150K Bitcoin gets MicroStrategy generally around this line. 200K Bitcoin gets MicroStrategy generally around this line, and so on and so forth. 250K MSTR gets up here. So, I mean, these are huge price targets, right? But again, this thing is leveraged to the hardest money mankind has ever seen on planet Earth, right? This is digital capital, digital energy, and MicroStrategy is just acquiring a ton of it and has a strategy and is doing their thing, and we're seeing where it takes us, right? I don't think anyone has any, you can't have any expectations where this is gonna go. I may be obviously biased to the upside here. I think it's fun to think about and chart out. And there's definitely a course here. So I think it's a patience game. This thing can kind of shake you out. But generally speaking, I think we're in a consolidation pattern here. This is a consolidation. You could draw it a number of different ways. You could put a little bull flag on it like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we even make a lower low. Who knows? Who's to say? but it's definitely in some sort of consolidation right now. And so then again, let's look at MSTR measured in Bitcoin. I think it's in this upwards channel. You know, it looks good. Lines are relatively clean. You know, we have some moving averages to back that up. Zoom in a little bit. Let's go to the 2 hour. You know, we can put this on Hike and a She if we want. I'm gonna remove this actually. So I mean, this is generally where I think this is gonna tell us if MicroStrategy can outperform Bitcoin and get through this yellow resistance line and resistance zone and continue up the channel here. I think that's our signal that this MicroStrategy bull run is back on, or at least we're gonna get another leg of some sort. You know, we don't know how high it can go. But I think this will give us our signal to an extent. Again, we want Bitcoin to continue up its parabola as well. And there's no promises there, but again, I think it's gonna follow its pattern, its power law, power pattern. And then I wanna look at MSTY. So MSTY is the Title Trust 2 Yield Max MSTR Option Income ETF. This pays you a monthly dividend. But this is, okay, so this is MSTY. I mean, because it pays a dividend, it's not gonna have the growth that MicroStrategy has. If you adjust for dividends reinvested, I can't hide my drawings right now, but you get, you know, consolidation, expansion, consolidation, hopefully expansion, but you know, it could go to the downside as well. But I think when we don't adjust for dividends and we just look at the chart, you know, whether you're in MSTY or not, like I think this could also provide some sort of signal for, okay, MicroStrategy is gonna continue to the upside. And that would be breaking out of this green resistance line. And you know, maybe there's another one, you know, right here that we'd wanna get above too. You know, or maybe it bases out for a bit, for a hot sec. But you know, this is close, this is squeezing. I also wouldn't be surprised to see, you know, continuation of the downside, similar as it did last time. You know, I think these kind of can look a little bit similar. So just some thoughts there, guys. I do think MSTR measured in BTC USD is gonna be our guiding light here. So I'll keep an eye on this for you guys. And then just remember, Bitcoin. I think we're gonna continue up. I think we're gonna see a top up here. Drop me a like if you guys found this helpful. Have a great weekend. I'll see you boys and girls in the next one.